the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Carolina. It's the Eagles and the Panthers on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Hewitt. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Okay, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll motion a tight end left. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball left side.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And that fair catch corrals just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. On the left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Hits it through the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Dean in to pick it up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 2nd and 3 now. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Illegal blocking the offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now give left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get down to the 47 on a short gain. Getting the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Receiver in motion, going left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. 1st down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Whistle sound as the defense decides to call timeout. They'll try and punch it in. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. They're good on the point after. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's intended to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Now Hurts. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So fourth down, and a big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! The Panthers, then this running back, headed back out for a new series. So good field position for the Panthers, starting this drive, 1st and 10. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Back-to-back carries here. Juke the defender. Flashing some serious skill there. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's gonna push one deep down. Big gain downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Onto the backfield and motion him out. From the pistol, Hurts. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Finds Smith. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go down here at the 16. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts throwing again. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that move right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, but that's going to cost him. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing for the end zone. And it's kept in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Panthers break that tie and out-lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. What a poor effort there. The kick goes out of bounds. Excellent field position coming up at the 40. So marching forward after they accept the penalty. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He lost it deep left. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Earlier today, and it is that Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that 1st half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. And slated downs to approach here from the 40. A play fake now hurts to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. T.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again, and they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Hurts. No one open, so he kicks this to another county. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete, couldn't hang on through the contest. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Only a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Hurts looking to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Brevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Oh, he spins away. He's got some running room. There he goes on the right side. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Hurts now from the gun. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play cake right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along the routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they pick him off again! The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Panthers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Plowing up the middle. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. They're going play action. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. 2 points they're left on the table.
Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense is trying. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hurts the throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long for him here. Goddard makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. On 4th down, Hurts. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I'll be again, it's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Offense working quickly. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers get a rest easy with a 3-score lead. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to make the advantage 22. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Hurts. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the pistol, Hurts. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. Hurts throwing again. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They'll throw it again. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Hurts. He's finds Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They are throwing it again. Taken in by Smith. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now 3rd down. operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he picks off his 10th pass on the season. Victory formation here. Looks like you're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. All right, here we go. Second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And one last huge step has been taken, Carter, as they claim that George Hallis Trophy.